Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Today we have a very fun book video. We are going to be doing like my playlist in books, if that makes sense. Like I'm going to be pairing up a bunch of songs that I am currently listening to and that are on my playlist into book recommendations and like books that give me those vibes. This was originally going to be like the same concept but just Britney Spears songs. And then I was like, do people want that? Like I don't know. Like I mean, the YouTube analytics tell me that I have mostly like 35 to like 60-year-old men watching me, which is kind of shocking to me. So I mean, hello, men, but so I don't know if the Britney Spears would really like go with that. And I don't know, I just wasn't feeling as inspired. And then when I sat down to do it, I was like, you know what? I just kind of want to do like a bunch of songs. So I'm doing just random songs, but genuinely they are all on my playlist. It's called Watermelon, my playlist, and it's like my like summer windows down playlist. So let's just jump into it. And this is gonna be fun and it's gonna be fun and summer fun. There we go. Okay, so how I think I'm going to do this is I'm going to do like the song and then I'm gonna like talk about the lyrics that I feel like fit and then I'm gonna talk about like the tropes that I kind of put under and then I'm gonna tell you the books. And this will be spoiler free other than like the tropes, but nothing that you like can't find in the description of the books or anything like that. So the first one we have is Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan, who I love Chappell Roan. I did a vlog of the tour I went to her and it was so fun and so amazing. And if you don't know, this is her brand new song that just came out and it's absolutely amazing. So the lyrics that I wanted to pull out, oh my gosh, I need to bring my laptop closer. This is such small font. Excuse me. Okay. And when you think about me all of those years ago, you're standing face to face with I told you so. Hard hitting lyrics, you know? And this is like a fun pop song if you haven't heard it. Um, yes, so those are the lyrics that I'm calling out. And this is an LGBTQ plus song. Um, and I tried to reflect that in my book choice as well. But it's like forbidden love, secret love. Basically, the other person is in the closet and doesn't want to come out, so they lose the person in the process is basically what the song is and what this book is. I was really happy with this recommendation because I feel like it fits so perfectly. So I am recommending Unwritten Rules by Katie Casey. It is a gay romance. It is with two professional baseball players. They're both catchers. It's with Zach and Eugenio. And yeah, basically, without saying too much, it very much aligns with this song and that one of them being afraid of coming out and possibly losing the other person in the process. The next song I am talking about is Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. I have been blasting the song for, I think it's been out, what, 2 weeks? I don't even know, but I have been blasting the song relentlessly. I think on my way home today from Target, I played it like 2 times total or 3 times maybe. It's just so good. It's so fun. It's so catchy. The music video is beautiful. It all just works. It's very fun summer song. Um, okay, getting to the lyrics. I know you're interested. So it's, and I got this one boy and he won't stop calling. When they act this way, I know I got him. Literally. Also, this is weird, like reading out the lyrics because I just want to sing it. But I will not put you guys through that torture. You're welcome. But the tropes I kind of feel like this song gives is like definitely guy falls harder and like boy is obsessed. Like that is the vibes. Like she's kind of nonchalant and cool about it and he is wrapped around her finger. That's in the song if you don't know that. I feel like I just like made it sound weird, but wrapped around my finger. Anyways, so I have two for this. The first one I have is The Predator by RuNyx. RuNyx, I don't know. It's the first in the Dark Verse series, which I just did a video on, so if you want to learn more about that, go to the video. But it's mafia-esque. It's like mafia adjacent. I mean, they're in the mafia, but it's like, nah. It's not like super mafia, you know? But basically Tristan becomes like obsessed with Morana and is just obsessed with her. And Morana like likes him kind of, but she's like, why is he so obsessed? So I feel like it fits boy obsessed very much. And also guy falls harder, I would also say probably too. And then the second book I have is Wrecked by Lauren Asher, which is the third in the Dirty Air series, which I always talk so much about Redeemed, the fourth book in the Dirty Air series, because it's like one of my favorite books of all time. But I really loved Wrecked too. And this one I feel like fits more Espresso because again, like he kind of be obsessed with her. Like it's really cute, and if you've read it, you know there's this one scene where he's drunk. I'm gonna say no more, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Next song on the playlist, we're doing Bills by Towa Bird. I love this song. It's okay. I don't know why I'm saying that. I love all these songs. That's why they're on my playlist. Like, girl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can skip past that. But anyways, this song's lyrics that I will be talking about. Um, Joke is on me. Being broke is boring. Too blank bad. I'm not somebody's daughter. So, I very much was like, this is anti-Nepo baby song. This is like, I am not a Nepo baby. Goodness gracious, do I wish I was though. So just like, it's very much, I mean, it's low-key giving like Rent the musical. If you know, you know, like you don't want to pay for things. Like I don't want to pay for rent. Um, but it's just like everything's expensive. Life is really hard and I'm not a Nepo baby. So instantly what came to my mind is the Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Because in the Inheritance Games, it's a like YA series kind of, but she is like poor and then she gets put in these like inheritance games kind of whatever. She basically inherits billions of dollars from this man she's never met ever instead of any of his family, and then they're all kind of out to get her. And it's beautiful and wonderful, and it's like, haha, all these little Nepo babies that thought they were going to get the money. Oh, no, no, no. This random girl got it. So it's kind of like it fits with the aesthetic and the vibe of Bills, I would say. It's not like the perfect lining up, but I did laugh when I thought of this one. Next, we have Not My Fault by Renee Rapp and Megan Thee Stallion. This was for the Mean Girls movie, which was fantastic. I really liked the Mean Girls movie. And if you didn't know, it was not just like a remaking of the original one Mean Girls movie. It was a remake of the musical. So like there's a Broadway musical and they made that into a movie. Cool, because just so many people were confused by that, which is fair because they did not advertise it as that. And I can go into a whole rant about how they don't advertise musicals as musicals these days for some reason, which is stupid. But anyways, it was really good. I really liked it. Renee Rapp is absolutely incredible. I've loved her for so long. But fun fact, Toa Bird, who was the song before this, and Renee Rapp are together. So kind of cute vibes. Had to put the girlfriends next to each other. But okay, to the lyrics. We're gonna do, it's not my fault you came with her, but she might leave with me. It's not my fault you gotta pay for what I get for free. It's not my fault you're like in love with me. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm doing like slam poetry low key. Like when I'm reading these lyrics, like it's really giving that to me. Um, but the vibes it gave me were Hail Mary by Kandi Steiner. Snyder, that's not her name. Kandi Steiner. Um, from this, it's like Leo is like he's like a popular college football guy, and the girl, I don't remember her name at this current moment, but she is so not interested in him. She's like, "Yeah, I'm good." Like, no thanks. And he's just like chasing her for so long, and like it ends up they have history and it's like a good back and forth of like past and present story, but I feel like it's very much like she's like, it's not my fault you're in love with me, and I kind of don't really want anything to do with it. Like, that's not my issue that you're in love with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't love you. So, like, what are you gonna do about that? You know? Like, that's not my issue, is kind of the vibe it gives me. I just realized, take a shot every time I say vibes or fun, and I think this would be a very dangerous game. I feel like those are my go-to words for this video. But anyways, next song is Endgame by Miss Taylor Swift, Mr. Ed Sheeran, and Mr. Future. Lyrics we're pulling out here. I don't want to touch you. I don't want to be just another ex-love you don't want to see. I don't want to miss you. I don't want to miss you like the other girls do. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. And the book that called out to me instantly was Blindside by Kandi Steiner. Love that book. I'm obsessed with that book. And if you don't know that book, your world's about to be rocked. But it is fake dating, and it is like the guy is trying to do like get back at his ex-girlfriend and make her jealous, and then the girl is trying to get like a new love interest who like never pays attention to her, but then they obviously slowly start falling for each other. So it's like them being like, I want to be your end game. It makes sense once you read it. Like, I feel like this makes so much sense to me, and it's so good. And I already feel like Endgame is such a summer song to me. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess she talks about the beach, so maybe that's why it like instantly makes me think that. But it's just such a summer song to me, so it's perfect. Okay, here's where we kind of get more random with our songs. I mean, all of these songs are kind of random, but the ones at the beginning were kind of like newer songs, kind of makes sense, whatever. And then Endgame's kind of random, but again, it gives me the summer vibe, so like I'm not going to question it. And then this song is randomer, and it just keeps kind of getting like a little bit more random, but I like it, and I like the vibe I've created. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, next is Hopeless by Khalid. Yes, Khalid off of the smash hit album American Teen that rocked my world in 2017. Oh my gosh, if you don't know, American Teen is like, it's, oh my gosh, it's such a nostalgia thing. Like, literally, I started listening to it when I was like, oh my god, Hopeless. And then I started listening to the whole album, and it's all so good. It's just such a moment. It's my senior year of high school. Like, it came out, like, I think right at the end of 2017. So, like, I graduated 2018. And so did Khalid. We're the same age. And it just really spoke to me. And like obviously it was a very popular album, and it a lot of people feel that way about it, but it always just brings me back to like my senior year of high school, which I loved high school, and I loved all of my friends, and I still love them, and it was such a good time. So I feel like it very happily brings me back to those days. But anyways, I was listening to Hopeless, and I was like, wait, this is so second chance romance coded. So listen to these lyrics. Now tell me, was I ever something that you could regret? I know I wasn't the one for you, but at least I tried my best. Surrounded by questions like why'd you two part ways? But if my memory's right, you're the one that left. He ate. He ate with that. Goodness. And you know, I'm not even that into second chance romances. Everyone knows this. I talk about it all the time. But I recently had one that I was kicking my feet giggling for. So we had to include it, and it is King of Greed by Anna Huang. Oh my gosh. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. It is a second chance romance. But basically, it's a married couple, and he's like a workaholic and has kind of, for the past 10 years they've been married, kind of started to slowly ignore her more and more and like miss out on important things. And she's fed up with it. And she's like, I'm going to leave you because you're the one that left. But who really left? Because he left the relationship first because he wasn't putting any effort in. But then she physically left the relationship. So, but it's so good. It's swoon worthy. I can't believe it. It made me, like I said, kick my feet up and giggle. And I was like, see, like, oh my gosh, wait. Oh my gosh. So, yes. Again, now I just want to sing all these songs. Now I'm like hopeless. So hit me up if you want to do karaoke together, and or if you just want me to send you voice memos of me singing your song of choice. Maybe I can make like a cameo or something, like, you know what I mean? Like maybe that could be a side hustle I do of just singing songs for people pretty badly, but with effort and love. So there's that. Next song we had, this is where I'm like like I told you, we're getting randomer, is Had Me at Hello by Olivia Holt, which, hear me out. If you don't know the song, it is from the soundtrack and movie of Girl vs. Monster, the Disney Channel original movie. Okay, hear me out, hear me out. This song is so good though. This song just like smashes. It literally does. And there's an Olivia Holt version, and then there's also a Luke Benward version. So that's literally the boy character and the girl character of the film. That's genius. That's so genius because they're crushing on each other, and they both sing it, and you can get both. I wish there was a mashup of like both of them together though, because that would have been like pure harmony, beautiful. But I prefer Olivia Holt's version because hers is kind of better. Anyways, but if you don't know, some of the lyrics for Had Me at Hello are, I can feel you coming from a mile away. My pulse starts racing from the words that you say. And you say so many of them like you don't have a clue that I'm signed, sealed, delivered with a stamp on you. Beautiful. So the tropes I kind of put for this were like love at first sight and then like maybe childhood friends to lovers. I didn't do a book that was childhood friends to lovers, but it still gives that vibe. You know what I mean? The book I did choose was Never Have I Ever by Stephanie Alves. I loved this book. I never hear anyone talking about it, but it was such a highlight. There's two out in the series so far, but there's going to be like a whole, I think it's like a college campus series or something like that. Like that's what it's called or something. But it was so fun. But basically the plot is this girl goes to college, and when she gets to college, they play a game of Never Have I Ever, and she's basically never done anything, and she feels super lame and super like behind everyone else. So she basically makes this pact with this stranger dude guy and is like, hey, do you want to do all these bucket list item things with me? And some of them, a little spicy, but also the fact that he was like obsessed with her from the moment he saw her. Like he literally saw her across the room and was like, I'm obsessed. Like, who is this girl? And then she just happened to pick him for this like little experiment type situation, and he was like, yes, yep, I will do this for sure. Like obsessed, obsessed, and it's so cute. Okay, sad. We're on to our last song, but it's a good one, so don't you wait. That makes sense. But it's So American by Olivia Rodrigo. If you didn't know, this was on her Guts Spilled or like Guts Extended Edition album that came out not that long ago. Obsessed. Also, that's a song. Haha, I kind of call out. But some of the lyrics are, oh God, it's just not fair of him to make me feel this much. I'd go anywhere he goes, and he says I'm so American. Oh God, I'm gonna marry him if he keeps this up. So, first book that instantly came to my mind, instantly, Anna and the French Kiss. Yes, thank you. We were thinking the same thing. Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. That book, if you know that book, like, it's a young adult romance, so, like, I don't even know when it came out, probably, like, 13 or something would be my guess. It's so good. I read it in 2020. That's when I reread it because I did it in quarantine, and it kind of still held up. Like it definitely held up, and I was like, like I was still like kicking my feet. I was still like, oh wait, this is kind of cute. Like wait, um, so the story is Anna. I do remember her name because it's in the title. Anna is American, and she goes to a like boarding school in Paris for Americans though. But everyone there is like they're all American, but they're all like are a lot more worldly than she is, and they're also all like part European. And I think his name's, oh my God, what, Saint Clair. That's his name. Saint Clair is French. He's not British, but that still applies that she's so American, even though like Louis Partridge, who it's actually about with Olivia Rodrigo, is British, but we're gonna ignore that for time being. But he is French American, and they like have a will they won't they kind of situation going on at the boarding school, and it's so good, so amazing. Love it so much. Second book. hmm This one also screamed out to me, and if you've read it or if you haven't, you know it's true. You're just not brave enough like me to say it. And the book I'm talking about is Cherry, and it is a Wattpad book. It is a Harry Styles fan fiction, but it's so good. It's so good, and I loved it. And I think about it a lot, honestly. And it just gives the vibes. Basically, the story is Cherry is her name. Oh my God, both books having the girl's name in the title. Thank you. Makes it easier for me. But she is a songwriter, and she basically starts helping Harry Styles write songs for, I think it's for his first album and then his second album. I think it's both of them. Yeah. Um, but it's very good, and if you're a Harry Styles fan, it weaves the songs into like the plot, and it has like she like builds scenes around how they wrote these songs together and stuff, and it's so good. And there's different moments that like actually happened with Harry that are like built in, like different milestones or like different pictures or like different, like if you're a Harry Styles like big fan, like you'll know the moments that she's talking about, which I think is just like such cool Easter eggs. Um yeah, it's so good. It's such soft Harry, soft boy. It's so good. Like they're just both so soft for each other. Like it's just such a sweet book. Like there's no meanness, or it's just like comfort. It's comfort and sweetness and ooh, so summer, you know? Like windows down energy and just sunshine on your face, eating some watermelon and some strawberries warmed up by the sun, and taking a nap in the sun like a little cat, and then maybe getting in the pool after, and then having a barbecue with your whole family out on the patio and wearing like a tank top and jean shorts. Ugh, I am so ready for that. That sounds so amazing. But yeah, so thank you for coming along on this journey. I know it's kind of different. I never really talk about music or like the music I listen to or anything, so I hope this was fun. It was definitely fun for me to kind of like put the two together. I now kind of want to do this with like movies or something too, so maybe I'll do that if you guys are into this video. Let me know. But thank you for watching. You are beautiful, wonderful, so sweet, and a sunshine person. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.